So we often get asked the difference between topsoil and top dressing, and people often get confused between the two. So here we have topsoil, which you can see is quite a heavy product, and this is what would be used for building up levels. If you had got a hollow in your lawn, then you may use this if it was above 2 or 3 centimetres to give you the body to be able to build that up. On the other hand, we have top dressing, which you will see is very sandy, and this is designed to give you typically you would only be using this 2 to 3 centimetres deep at the most. First and foremost, topsoil is a product that is used for bringing levels up, for building flower beds, for planting into. On the other hand, top dressing is a very fine mix of sand and topsoil, or sand and loam. Traditionally, these are 60 or 70% sand with 30 or 40% loam in them, and they are used for creating very fine adjustments and levelling of lawns. Topsoil can be as dug, which means that someone has basically dug the soil straight out of the ground and put it in a bag. Is sterilised and graded. It is graded so that there's nothing larger than 4 millimetres in it, which means that all of the larger stones and twigs and things like that are taken out of it. And it's sterilised so that you know that you can apply that product to your garden and you won't have a load of weeds growing in it. Our top dressing is a mix of 70% silica sand, sports sand that is combined with 30% loam. It is sterilised and it is screened down to 3 millimetres. That means that you're saving money by not buying twigs and larger stones and things like that. So in summary, when looking for a top dressing or a topsoil, the first thing you want to look for is that it's screened. That will be removing stones, rocks or anything like that, which can cause damage to your mower, can stop seeds from growing because they will be sheltered underneath it, and potentially save your windows from a mower throwing a stone that way. The second thing is to look at sterilisation process. This is to ensure that there's no weed seeds or anything like that left in there. This can lead to real problems down the line if there are something like an invasive weed species that is very hard to control once it's grown in your own garden. The final thing is the quality and texture that you want to be looking at. This will determine how easy a product is to level, to move, and to create that final surface that you really want. Again, if you try and save money here by buying a topsoil that's got too high a clay content, then you can end up with a surface that won't drain. It will end up lumpy, and ultimately you will end up with a worse surface than you had beforehand.